let's go ahead and see what's going on. Of course, any information that you need will be listed in the description. I also posted a new video, my first ever video on my astrology channel. So if you're into astrology, definitely subscribe over there. I will also have that linked in the comments if you want to see that. And it's on my main page, on my actual YouTube page, with my Mystical Moments pick a card channel. If you guys are into pick a cards, those are timeless, so go over there and have a blast. I have a crap ton over there, and I will be uploading more, so all that will be there for your pleasure. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. I have the Temperance card as the first card, and this is the energy of patience. Okay, during this time frame, the first thing that I'm hearing is you need to refrain from reacting out of impulse. Okay, there could be some heated discussions, conversations, or a conversation that comes up, and you need to make sure that your energy is in tune and that you're not reacting in a way where you're taking things overboard or giving the reaction that somebody would expect of you. So an example of this is like a coworker picking with you, a coworker that you already have issues with. They do things to try to trigger you because they know how you may get. This is not a time frame to be triggered. That's what I'm hearing. This is not a time frame to be triggered. This is not a time frame to act impulsively. Beyond that, also, this is speaking to personal patience when it comes to results. You could be waiting for results to show up after you've been working out for a bit, or you're waiting for results to show up in terms of your person proposing to you, or you guys stepping into a space of starting a family or moving in together. This is making sure that you're not holding yourself to certain standards of other people, or excuse me, making sure you're not letting other people's standards influence your decisions. There you go. In the sense of you feeling like you need to get married by a certain age or have children by a certain age or do this or do that. You want to be careful of being influenced by society. And that could be causing you to have a lot of anxiety and feeling like you're not where you need to be in your life, because you could have family, friends, people around you who are judgy and not understanding that everybody's life is different. Everybody has their own life to live. Now, I also have Space that flew out. This is the energy of needing to separate yourself from the BS. Any situations here where you keep giving, and someone's taking, or a situation or whatever this is, the more you kind of keep giving your all to it and it almost feels like it's going into nothing, it may be Spirit trying to show you something. Spirit is also pointing out that just because you may have an idea of what your happiness should look like doesn't necessarily mean that once you step in that position that it's going to feel that way. A lot of times what we do is romanticize, and some of you guys could be like romanticizing a situation that is pretty much empty. Only because it feels like, well, at least I got this person, and yeah, we've been through this for this long, but I love them, and you know, it is what it is. When you start to romanticize things, that's when you start to kind of allow yourself to let yourself fill up voids in your life with things that don't make you happy. Okay, and then you'll chase a dream too, thinking that, okay, me being with this person is what's going to really make me happy. And then when it happens, you realize, well, maybe that's not necessarily the case. I also have the Happiness card here in reverse. So we were just kind of speaking about personal happiness. What glitters sometimes isn't gold, okay? But I want to go ahead and flip the camera to see what else is kind of coming through. Let's see what else is popping up. Any information that you may be needing in terms of the decks I'm using, I think I will try to leave that in the description as well. And let's see what the cards have to say. Pisces, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, first card I have is the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords here, this is the energy of you guys having to address self-sabotage. This could be doing things that you may not purposely maybe doing to like sabotage yourself, but you could be very well doing things that go against your mission, your plan, etc. So this is like you guys having to address self-sabotage, or what could be causing you to run into certain delays or issues. It could be because your mind is making you believe that your situation is a lot more difficult to tackle than it actually is. And this could be like really causing you to kick your own behind. A good example of this is like staying at a job, right? Where you're not getting paid enough, you're not getting enough hours, and you want a new job, but you stay there because it feels stable, it feels secure. In a sense, this is self-sabotage, because for a lot of you, you could have newer opportunities that are right there. All you have to do is maybe apply or do this or do that. And you could be keeping yourself just in this position of feeling stagnant because of the fact that you could be making things a lot harder than it needs to be for yourself. Same thing with the relationship. Some of you are in a relationship where you're not happy at all. You're putting up with a lot of things that you normally would not put up with, but you know that you can get new love, you know you can get all these things. It's just you may be staying there because it's comfortable, because you know it may take some time for you to manifest new love, or whatever the excuse may be. Also with the Five of Swords, this is making sure with any paperwork or any legal stuff that you really play your cards right, because there could be someone who's really going for the jugular during this time frame in terms of being very like on top of their paperwork, and this could be a battle that's lost a little bit. So if you are going to court with somebody or something like that, just make sure you have all your ducks in a row and that you're not making like little mistakes that could cost you a lot of money by losing some sort of case. Pisces, what's the energy around them? Also, yeah, there could be somebody who's trying to trigger you during this time frame to cause you to either go off on them, or maybe they're not even trying to trigger you. It's like they are triggering you, and you need to make sure you're taking the high road, because it may get really malicious for no reason. Okay, especially if this is like a work associate or like your employer. I don't know who this is, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. Now with the Three of Wands showing up here, this is the energy of waiting for your shifts to come in. With the Three of Wands, this is you going through enough struggle and strife to reach a point to where you can now wait for your opportunities to manifest or to come true. During this time frame, you could be realizing with like a business idea that you have that you may be needing to hire people, or the type of work that you're trying to go into is going to require a certain type of staff, or at least somebody to help you, at least one other person. So you could be questioning like, okay, who would I go into business with? Who can I go into business with? You could also be finding yourself a lot more busy during this time frame, Pisces. You could be having a lot of things you need to take care of, and it could be hard for you to focus. You could be feeling very, very flustered. Yeah, I just get this like being on the go energy, or having to move around a lot. I have the Queen of Pentacles as the next card. So yes, there's a huge focus on money, how you can save more of your money, how can you be more resourceful with your money. During this time frame, there could be something around money that comes up, so I definitely would make sure that you're saving as much as you can, especially if you have a financial purchase that you have to make pretty soon, or a move that you have to do, because this could also be travel as well. You could also be very suspicious of a earth sign currently. You could be feeling like this person, they need to really prove themselves in terms of them being trustworthy, especially if this is somebody who has wronged you in the past. During this time frame also, you could be like subscribing to like thoughts of doubt or negativity a lot more. You want to be careful of that because that could really affect your finances and your money and your ability to be responsible or on top of your stuff, because you are kind of subscribing to that. Now I have the Queen of Wands here as well. So with the Queen of Wands, you could have somebody who's really pissed at you. This could be a husband, wife, okay, boss. Somebody here is like really pissed. And somebody here also may be very like player, like they may do things in a very charming and charismatic way, but then in that same sense they're very sneaky or dishonest. Four of Swords, yeah. So during this time frame, you could be feeling very exhausted, like needing some sleep. You could be having restless nights where you're not getting enough sleep and staying up until like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You could also, like, as much as you try not to think about it, you could have a subject, person, thing placed on your mind like crazy and unable to shake it. Yeah. And you could be realizing also you need to have more like organization in terms of the things that you're doing throughout the day, so that you don't go to bed stressed out feeling like you didn't complete this or you didn't complete that. And that could be something you're really struggling with during this time frame. I just get like just on the go. Yeah, having a lot going on during this time frame. So really take care of yourself, okay? But these are some of the things that I see. Let me pull one last card. What's the last message for my Pisces? Okay, it fell. Okay, so we have, make sure this is focused. So it says, be impeccable with your word. And it says, seek to know the truth. All right, I pulled this card literally for Sagittarius. So this card says, when you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on the truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. So that's the last message I'm going to leave you guys with this reading. I wish you the best of luck, and I will talk to you later.